Tiffany Malat, your fellow secret agent, and I'm going to go through how to do a great Flipbook presentation. Before I get started, I feel I must tell you a little about myself. I used to make jelly for a living. That's right, I made Smucker's jelly on third shift 12 and a half years ago. And when I got involved with this industry, I was afraid and very doubtful. But I had a really great sponsor who said, just have fun with it and keep it simple. And that's what I want you to remember today. Have fun with it and keep it simple. What I love about the Seacret system is that the company has made it where that's all we have to do. Have fun and keep it simple. If you can point, read, and help people play in the mud, you're going to have massive success in Seacret. So let's get to it. Few things we have to remember about the Flipbook. You always want a Flipbook. You always want to have it because it is your tool. It is there to keep you on track, to keep you on time, but it's also there for your guests. They want to know what you're sharing with them as well. It really helps because it's a third-party tool for you. The other thing I want you to remember about it is that it's helping them answer 3 questions because all guests, when they see us doing Seacret, are asking themselves, can I do this? Do I have time to do this? And do I want to do this with my friends, family members, and neighbors? This Flipbook, along with the rest of our opportunities, says, yes, you can do it. Yes, you have time. And of course, you want to share it with your friends because it's lots of fun and it's simple to do. So let's jump into it. Now, I'm not going to do this entire presentation for you because you can point and you can read. But I am going to guide you through what I do page by page to have a great presentation every single time and to make sure my spa parties are fun, lucrative, and always under 90 minutes. So let's get started with the first page. Here, all I do is read the bullets, and that's all I want you to do. I want you to have in your head, just point and read and let them read along with you. And so we're just going to talk about Seacret, that it was started in 2005, that it actually launched the home-based business side in 2011. But just like I'm doing now, pointing and reading, that's all I want you to do. Please remember, you do not have to be a great speaker. You do not have to be a super salesperson. All you have to be is an excited secret agent that wants to share this with other people. So we're just going to point and read. Now, as you grow in Seacret, you're going to learn some things. You're going to get some little factoids. Here's some things from someone else. You can throw those in there. But please, promise me, you will never become the super secret agent expert that makes people feel like they can't do what you do. So I'm still pointing and reading, talking about the Dead Sea, and I'll just share with you some things that I do. I always say it's the lowest point on Earth at 1,388 feet below sea level. I say it's the oldest spa on planet Earth. And I tell them that people flock to the Dead Sea just to bathe in the mud and float in the water. As you can see, I'm still pointing, but I say, why do people go to the Dead Sea? Because of the incredible healing properties. I mean, it's been known to aid in eczema, psoriasis, acne, and I have a little joke here. So I say we can help eczema, psoriasis, acne, oily skin, dry skin, ugly skin. We can help anybody. So I just want you to know that I throw in some fun for them, but you may not be funny. That's okay. Just read the Flipbook. But if you're as funny as me, throw in a joke or two. Now, we're just still reading and talking about the Flipbook. Cleopatra, talk about her. That's all you have to do, guys. We're just still pointing and reading, and your guests appreciate this. Now, just so you guys know, I'm not spending lots and lots of time here. I'm just flipping through this as quickly as I've gone through it with you. I've pretty much gone through it that quickly at a spa party. So I do the same with manufacturing. Talk to them about our great manufacturer, L'Oreal, following the bullets, just reading the Flipbook. Now, on this next slide, I spend a little time here on the products. I do let them know that it's got the natural elements, the Dead Sea minerals, herbal extracts, vitamins, amino acids, fatty acids, and I stop here on essential oils. The reason why is because that really sets us apart from any other skincare company, I believe. So many other skincare companies out there use mineral oil or petroleum-based products. Ours only uses essential oils. So I'd like to spend a little time here to let them know that essential oils are made of plant extracts or they're plant-based, they're natural, and because of that, they're very soluble. So I'll go like this, so they penetrate down to the deepest layers of your skin, and that's exactly why your skin doesn't feel slick and greasy, because remember, at this point, they've already gone through salt and oil scrub and body butter in the pre-spa party. So point out to them that their skin is feeling really great, and it's not like any other product that they've had. I also learned just something that I picked up, that using mineral oils is the same as walking around with saran wrap on your arm. I share that with my guests. I say, would we really want to walk around with saran wrap on our arm? And all the guests go, no. So I'll use my hands and I'll show them that it's the equivalent. So you don't want to do that. That's why Seacret uses essential oils. And then I'll talk about the paraben-free. I'll talk about not animal tested, but I'm still following the Flipbook. So now we've gone through the first few slides here in less than 3 to 5 minutes. Remember, you're not doing a super presentation. You're staying the friend, the family member, the coworker, the neighbor, because that's what your guests want. They don't want you to change into someone else. They want you to stay the person that they like, the person that they love, the person that they trust, and the person that they want to hear from Seacret about. All right, so now we go to our product lines and body solutions. So now I'm going to tell them about salt and oil scrub and body butter. Now they've already been through it. Remember, in your pre-spa party, their hands are already looking and feeling great. You'll probably even notice your guests are still feeling themselves all over because you made them feel so awesome. So I just highlight some things here. I just go through the bullets and just let them know that the salt and oil scrub is designed from the neck down, just so they don't think it's something for your hands. But you could go through the bullets again very quickly because you've already shared with them salt and oil scrub and body butter. Now the other part about body butter is I go through the bullets, but I believe in stories. Always remember, facts tell, stories sell. And we do want people to go home with Seacret. So I love to tell them great stories. My family is addicted to body butter. We've got some great body butter stories. If you have some, use your stories. If you don't have some, well, borrow some until you get your own. But always throw in stories if you have some. Now, we're going to go on to the salt scrub. Now, I'll share with you with the salt scrub what I do here. I actually open it and say, now this is pure salt from the Dead Sea. Now, kind of like the people on Price is Right, you know, I'm the lady demonstrating the product. The reason why I do that is because I really do want them to get a visual of how different the salt and oil scrub is from the salt scrub. And then they follow. I mean, literally, I will tell you, when I do this, people, their eyes actually follow my hands and they're nodding like, oh, this is pure salt. It makes more of a difference than you realize. So I do that with them and just explain the importance of the salt scrub. Now, here's what's so important about that. I have to tell stories about salt scrub because I'm not going to demonstrate this product. Now, me, myself, I know salt scrub is great for elbows, knees, and feet, but Tiffany is not going into a spa party doing anybody's feet, okay? And I think many of you feel the exact same way. So remember, our guests are thinking this too. Remember, they're asking themselves, can I do this? Do I want to do this? And do I want to do this with my friends, family members, and neighbors? They probably don't want to do their friends' feet either. So we tell a story. So we talk about how we could do the salt scrub on their feet, the body lotion. I just basically tell them that it does the same thing as the body butter, but it's much lighter because it's water-based. And then I go to the foot cream because I just talked about the salt scrub, and I want them to know that after they use the salt scrub, they can use the foot cream. Now, here's what I do. I actually take the bottle of the foot cream, I open it up, put a little bit in my hands, because one thing you have to remember is what you do, your guests will do. And I actually do really love the smell of the foot cream. So I will then take the foot cream and pass it around to my guests. Whoever's there, I'll pass it to them, and I'll encourage them to take a little bit in their hands and rub it on their elbow, because the elbow is the roughest part of our body, usually besides the knee and the foot. So I'll have them rub it on their elbow just so they can get an idea of how awesome this product is and how it can actually smooth and soften their skin. Now, while I'm talking about the foot cream, everyone is passing around this bottle of foot cream, smelling it, touching it, rubbing it on their elbows, because I can't really demonstrate it, but this way they can experience it. And this is really important, guys, because people don't want to sit there and just listen to us and watch us do a presentation. They want to interact, and this is the best way to do it. So pass around that bottle of foot cream. Make sure you have it, because it smells good and it's awesome and it keeps your guests engaged. After I do the foot cream, I then pass around the hand cream. Now, I tell them, I said, now you've noticed we have a body butter, a body lotion, we have a foot cream, we have a hand cream, because the skin on our body is different. The skin on our face is different from the skin on our feet. The skin on our hands is different from the skin on our legs. So we need a different cream or lotion for each part of our body. Seacret has figured that out. So then I'll tell them, now I know you guys just had some foot cream, but I want you to put some of this hand cream in your hands. And I want them to do that to keep them engaged, but also I want them to do it because I want them to see how much thicker it is even than the body butter and how it's great for their hands. So while I'm talking about the hand cream, they're passing it around, and because all of Seacret's products smell so good, they're all like, oh, this smells so good. I mean, your guests will get into this. And early on, okay? And so if you have hand cream and foot cream, make sure you pass it around. If you don't have hand cream and foot cream, get it before you do your next spa party. It does make a difference. And so they're rubbing it into their hands, and then I tell them, following the bullets here, that it's designed for the skin on our hands, but also skin that is in water a lot, hands that's in water a lot. And so now I'm telling them a story, a personal story of my own, where my daughter's hands were coming home from school every day really dry and rough and cracked in the winter when we lived in Wisconsin. She was only 2, all right? So she was in preschool, and they teach really good hygiene. So just to give you an idea of what type of story I tell, it's a personal one so people know I believe in these products. And so I told them that she comes home from school and her hands are dry, red, cracked, itchy, and she's complaining. And of course, as her mother, I don't want this to happen. It's because they wash their hands all day in preschool. In preschool, they teach them really good hand hygiene, right? Use the restroom, wash your hands. Fingerprint, wash your hands. Pick your nose, wash your hands. And I really do say that. But people get the idea because they have kids too. So she's washing her hands all day, and they're really cracked and dry, and you know, it's not good for her. So I started putting the hand cream on her hands every morning before school. Because she's 2. She's not going to reapply lotion, but thanks to this hand cream, she doesn't have to. First day, she comes home, hands look great. Second day, she's not complaining at all. Third day, I'm looking for my keys to go take her to school. I come in, and she's got the hand cream, putting them on her hands. So I say, Cody, what are you doing? She's like, Mommy, I'm putting on my products because they make my hands feel so good. So I only share that story with you guys so you know you could be very personal about these products in your spa party. Your guests will appreciate it. But I also want them to know that we use these products as well, and stories sell. So it's a whole lot better for me to tell a story about my own family using it or myself than to just read the bullets. So if you do read the flip book, that's okay, but borrow my story. Talk about a 2-year-old that loves these products, but make sure you have stories sprinkled in there. All right, so let's keep going. Now we're going to talk about the body soap. Really, I don't do anything but follow the bullets about the body soap. Make sure you understand what SLS is and why we don't want it, but that's all on your back office. So it's easy for you to get the information. Just follow the bullets and keep right on going. Now, here we're going to talk about the nail care collection. Now with the nail care collection, I do a demonstration. I like to pick up the nail care kit, show them each product that's in the nail care kit, but then I'm going to demonstrate with the buffer. Now I will tell you, in a spa party, I do not touch a lot of people. The whole spa party is designed for them to use the products themselves, so when they get it home, they feel great about what's in their box and they know how to use it because they use it at your house. But with the nail buffer, I actually do a demonstration. Now I will tell you, I only do one person. I don't do everyone's nails, all right? Number one, it's a business presentation. Number two, we have to keep it in as short amount of time as possible. But thirdly, it's not a free manicure day, okay? So I take one person to demonstrate the products. So I get one person with natural nails, and then I go through my demonstration. Now for those of you who are starting to do bigger spa parties, because there's nothing wrong with that, agents coming together and doing a big group spa party, that's great. We've done lots of them. You always have to remember to follow the expert. So whoever your speaker is, that's your expert. Doesn't matter how good or great you think they are, your guests look at them as the expert. So you have to follow them. So when we do group spa parties, whoever is doing the presentation, whoever's in front of the room, that's who we follow. So for instance, I grab someone, let's say I have John here, and he has natural nails. So I'm going to demonstrate this. I will say, everyone look at natural nails. So everyone, even the other agents who are following along with me, they will say, hold the nail, so everyone can look at natural nails. And I will say natural nails have ridges, which cause chipping, splitting, and breaking. What I want is everyone with me. So I want everyone looking at ridges. And then I say to take care of that, we have the blue side here. And the blue side is coarse, gets rid of the ridges. We're now going to buff out the blue side. So I take the person's hand and I start gently buffing out the blue side. Now that's exactly what the other agents are doing. When I do blue, they do blue. Then we go to the gray side. When I do gray, gray, they do gray. So we do the gray side together. There's no talking except for the expert. I really have to emphasize this because if we don't, people have a tendency to talk throughout the presentation. Now the guest talking is okay, but when other agents are talking, well, it takes away from the power of what you've got going on. And so we do the gray side together, and then I do the white side. I have a joke that Miss Betty Perez taught me when I first got here. I always say, I can't tell you how it does what it does because that's the secret. Everyone laughs. And then, of course, I make that nail really shiny. After I make the nail shiny, of course, I ask the person I demonstrated on to please model your nails. Compare the two. And everyone says, what? That's right. Everyone says, wow. And so people see how awesome they are. Then I talk about this buffer, how awesome it is, how you can clean it with nail polish remover to make it last longer, but then how our company has thought of something no one else has, replacement sides. And I show them so you can make this last a lot longer. I talk about cuticle oil, I talk about the lotion, but then I talk about the value of the nail care kit. I let them know that this nail care kit lasts an entire year and it costs less than one manicure and pedicure at the nail salon, putting it in their mind that we've got some great value here. So now we're going to go into the facial products. Now, I would like to take a moment right here to talk to you guys briefly about why we do what we do from now on, from here on out throughout the rest of the spa party and the Flipbook presentation. First of all, something we have to remember is that in Seacret, we are secret agents. We aren't skincare experts, we are network marketers. Now, I know some of you may think that's a dirty word, but let me just explain to you. Our whole goal is to make sure everybody wants to do this. And the key is duplication. And duplication basically means we do what someone else can do. And when they see it, they say, I can do it too. So that's what I want you guys to remember. So as I go through the Flipbook presentation and I explain what I do and why, it's because of duplication. Because I don't want you to feel like you have to know everything because your products do everything for you. Let your products do the work for you. Follow the Flipbook and make sure every man, every woman, every young person, every older person looks at you and says, wow, if they can do it, I can do it too. So let's get back to the facial products. Now, facial products, we're just going to jump right into the products. And remember, I always share with people that you're going to get a chance to go through a Seacret regimen. You're going to get a chance to experience a regimen with Seacret so you can see just how great our products are. And now, I like to start with the mud soap, and I tell lots of stories about mud soap because we've got some amazing, amazing before and afters, amazing stories with mud soap. So what I want you guys to remember is throughout here, have before and after pictures. You're going to be able to get some off of your back office, so you can show before and afters of oily skin and acne and eczema and foot scrub. So make sure you tell stories about the mud soap. But share with them how awesome it is, follow the bullets, and then tell your personal stories. Tell why you love it. Tell some stories about someone who uses it. Maybe you're like me. My teenagers use it and they can't live without it now. But make sure you share some stories because remember, facts tell, but stories sell. So now it's time to get into the regimen and we're going to take them to cleansing milk. Everyone is going to use the cleansing milk. And this is where I tell them you're going to get a chance to now cleanse your skin. Now we want you to do one half of your face, a left half or a right half. Please make sure you tell them left half or right half because I've had people do top half or bottom half and the results aren't as great. So make sure you tell them to choose a left half or a right half, and here's why. Because we want you to experience a Seacret regimen on one half of your face so you can see the difference between a Seacret regimen and what you're using right now. You want to tell them that in the beginning so they're not like, only one half, why? Just tell them, I believe in dealing with an objection before it even comes out. So tell them, choose a left half or a right half. We're going to do an entire regimen on one half of your face. You're going to see the difference, and that's what we want them to do. Now, with the cleansing milk, give everyone cleansing milk on their plates or their cotton pads, whatever it is, and instruct them to clean their own face, small circles from the forehead down to the chin. This is important that you let them use the products. Remember, duplication. My husband, he loved Seacret when he saw it. He knew it was our home, but he wasn't sure how he felt about doing skincare and doing facials on someone else, especially his guy friends from the neighborhood he grew up in. And so we've got to remember that. Let them do it themselves. They will apply the products to themselves. So they'll do cleansing milk, and now you've guided them through that. Now you're going to do toner, follow your bullets, give everyone some toner. Now they've toned their skin. And so basically we've started. We've cleansed and we've toned, and it's time to move on. Now, on these next products, this is the facial serum and the eye gel. Follow the bullets. You're not going to demonstrate serum and eye gel right now. In fact, what you're going to do is what I do. You're going to say the next products you're going to experience at the end of your regimen, because this is what we'd use to complete the regimen. I'm just going to educate you on it now, and then you'll get it once we complete the regimen. Make sure they understand that, and then you explain the serum. Follow the bullets, explain the eye treatment, follow the bullets, okay? Then you do the same thing with the moisturizers. Tell them this product you will get at the end of the regimen. Follow the bullets, tell some stories, keep right on going. So you've explained to them that they're going to get it at the end. They're not going to experience it now. You don't demonstrate this now. You do it at the end of the regimen. Now, we're going to go over the peeling gel. It's time to learn about exfoliating. I like to talk about the purifying peeling milk first because I don't demonstrate this product. I do educate them, follow the bullets, tell a story. I have a story about how my older sister felt she had lost her glow. She used this product one time, her skin was glowing, and she's been sold out ever since. Remember, facts tell, stories sell. Now, we do the peeling gel. This you will demonstrate, and I'll tell them, you guys are going to get a chance to experience this peeling gel. I'll follow the bullets, and then I'll tell them everyone is going to get a chance to try the peeling gel on their arm. Now, I like to put the peeling gel right in the middle of their forearm. The reason why is because sometimes when people do salt and oil, they wash their hands way down to their wrists, like doctors and nurses. So I want to put it where for sure we're going to get some dead skin, because we know how good that peeling gel is. And I tell them we're going to put just a pea size right here on your arm, and as soon as you get it on your arm, start rubbing it in for about 30 to 60 seconds and just wait. Just watch what happens. And so that's how we do the peeling gel. Everyone gets peeling gel on their arm. Now, I believe you should guide people through the result. Some people will get the peeling gel, see the dead skin, wow, whoa, get freaked out, brush it off, and they're ready to move on. But we are taking them through a presentation, remember? We're helping them realize that these products you need at home, okay? So what we've got to do is we've got to tell them to hold their arms up next to each other. I tell them, hold your arms next to each other. Feel how smooth it is. Feel the difference. I even had a lady this past weekend in North Carolina. She said, I don't just feel the difference, I hear the difference. This stuff is awesome. This is what you want. Make sure they experience it. Then I tell them, hold your arms next to each other, and can you see the difference? I tell you, some of you have lost your tan because some people think they're darker than they are because of their dead skin. So I just make them laugh and make sure they see it. Now that they've seen it, they're like, whoa, so not only did it get the dead skin off, it's softer, it's brighter. This is awesome. And this is what we have to do. Don't just let them rub it on and rub it off and keep moving. Show them what you got, you guys. We are showcasing Seacret. Showcase Seacret, okay? So we've demonstrated the peeling gel. Everyone got it. Now the aftershave balm. This is just like the foot cream and hand cream. Pass it around. Please make sure you have it. It smells too good to just stay in the bottle. So I love to open it up, put a little, tell people to smell it. I promise you, people love it. I've had people, women just like, oh, my man needs this. And that's what you want them to think, okay? And then I've had guys put that stuff all over them. And then you follow the bullets, explain what it does, how the cell breathing increases so it can reduce razor bumps. Everyone understands it. So pass it around while you share the aftershave balm with them. So now we've gone through facial, and it's time to talk about the age-defying line. Now, the age-defying line, you don't have to demonstrate. This is here just so you can showcase and highlight what we have. Remember, we have two lines. Each of them has serum, eye treatments, and moisturizers in it. So you just want to tell them how great the age-defying line is. Remember to talk about the peptide technology, all right, and follow the bullets. You know, peptides, just so you guys know, if you haven't watched the back office yet, and you should have by now, peptides are just messengers in the skin. So make sure they understand that they're just transmitting the signals, and follow the bullets so they can understand how great it is. And if you have stories with the age-defying line, make sure you definitely share. So now we're going to talk about each one. Remember, you don't demonstrate these, because if they do get it at the end of the regimen, they're going to get either blue line or green line at the end of the regimen. So you just talk about your eye treatment, talk about the eye serum, talk about the eye cream, okay? You're going to talk about the facial serum, talk about the moisturizer, and remember, this will complete your regimen. You're just educating them now. talk about these two masks. I don't demonstrate these. They're 5-minute masks. In just a second, you'll see why. But I definitely highlight and let them know how awesome these products are. So now it's time to do the masks. They've cleaned their face, they've toned their face, and they've even experienced some exfoliation on their arm. Remember, we have told them that they're going to experience the end of the regimen with the serum, the eye treatment, and the moisturizer when we complete the entire regimen. So you've told them about it, but not demonstrated it yet. It's now time to talk about the masks. And so here, we're going to tell them that these are the masks you are going to get a chance to try. You're going to get a chance to try the mineral-rich mud mask, and I like to pick up the mud mask and show it to them. I'll hold it up and show it to them so they can see it's pure mud from the Dead Sea, and I will follow the bullets. I will tell them, just like the bullet says, it's best for normal to oily and combination skin. So I want them to know which skin type they are so I can give them the mask appropriate for them. The next is the magnetic mud mask, and I'm going to share that with them. I'm going to hold it up, show them this one because it is different. It's also pure mud from the Dead Sea, but it has essential oils in it. And so I'm going to show them that mask, follow the bullets, and tell them about this one. Here's a tip from me. Do not tell them that it's removed with a magnet, okay? Don't tell them that for a couple of reasons. You get a chance to create the wow when you tell them later that it comes off with a magnet. They're never going to believe it. But the other reason is when you say, and this one comes off with a magnet, everyone's going to want the cool one. I mean, who's ever seen a mask that comes off with a magnet? So you need to make sure that they get the mask that's best for their skin type, not the one that they necessarily want because they think it's cool. So what I do is I tell them about the mud mask, the magnetic mud mask, let them know only what it's going to do, and then say, now for your skin type, this is the mask that's best for you. And then everyone just follows, because remember, we're guiding them through the presentation. So just because we have Recover in our presentation, just because we have Recover in our demonstration kit, does not mean we have to use it. So if I have a group of people, no matter what their age is, and I'm honestly looking at all of them, and I see they don't have fine lines and wrinkles, there's no good candidate, I will not do demonstrate Recover in the spa party. In fact, I'll stop right here and I'll say, now we're going to ask you your skin type and we're going to give you the one that's best for you. So if Joe has oily skin, I'm going to say, Joe, this is the one for you. If John has dry skin, I'm going to say, John, this is the one for you. And if Anna says, I don't even know my skin type, I'm going to try to help her. And usually I go with the mineral-rich mud mask because you can never go wrong there. All right, so I give everyone the best one for them. Everyone stops and everyone applies their own mask because I'm going to put it in front of them on their plate, on their applicator, and help them apply it themselves. I do not stop and apply masks to each individual person myself. Number one, it's time consuming, okay? It's not necessary. And number two, remember, we want people to duplicate us. So my husband would not put masks on other guys. He's just not going to sit over and over and over again and apply masks to anyone. But he can say, here, 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 now everyone do what I'm doing, and put it on the side that you cleaned. So that is duplication, guys. It makes people feel comfortable. It says, I can do it, I have time to do it, and you know what? I would do this with my friends, family members, and neighbors. Now, let's just say I do have a Recover candidate in the room. I will tell everyone about the masks, and then I will say, this is scenario B, if you will. I do have a Recover candidate. I've told them about those two masks, and then I'll say, and then there's the Recover mask that we have one candidate for. Now, you have to remember, I have been watching people throughout the entire spa party. Your host has, you have. We've identified who the best candidate is for Recover. It is important that you identify the candidate that you want to use, and it's only one. Recover is expensive to demonstrate. You don't want to chance it on someone who has no wrinkles, quite honestly, because you're trying to deliver a wow. You want them to see how great this product is. Wasting it on someone just for the sake of doing it doesn't help you, your business, or your guests realize how awesome Recover is. So you choose one candidate, and then you talk about Recover. Follow the bullets, tell the great stories, and you say, and we've got one candidate that's already been selected, and this individual will get Recover, while the rest of you get the magnetic mask or the mineral-rich mud mask. Now, some people do want Recover. I've had people, a 19-year-old tell me that she had lines up here, she needed Recover. Not today, sweetie. You're going to have to get a few more lines, okay? Quite honestly. So I'm just going to give them what's best for them. Do one recover. I will show the before and afters. Say, here's some before and afters for you to see. Following the bullets, flip so they can get an idea of what's going to happen. And now I'm going to tell everyone it's time to put on the masks. Oily to normal to oily in combination, mineral rich, we give it to them, they start applying it. Magnetic mud mask, they get that one. Recover, the one person, I help them apply that mask. That is the only other time I touch someone. Remember, a nail buffer, I apply the recover mask because it's so intense, we need to make sure it's done right. And then you'll see the final time I touch someone after the mask come off. And so that's basically it, guys. Everyone's applying their masks. And basically at this time, I kind of put things on pause and I help everyone put their masks on properly. Now that the masks are on, I tell everyone, so now your masks are on, and remember these are 15-minute masks, once a week for 15 minutes. And I tell everyone what's going to happen with their masks. Joe had the mineral-rich mud mask. I'm going to tell Joe, your mask is going to go from a dark slate gray to a light flaky brown. It's going to dry up. Because it's tightening up your pores and pulling out the excess oils. I'll even say, because I'm so funny, I'll say, Joe, I'm going to say something hilarious and you're going to want to laugh, but it's going to be hard to on one side of your face because it's getting so tight. I do that to give him a visual of what's going to happen so he's not surprised or freaking out while I'm talking because he didn't know what to expect. I'll say to John, you had the magnetic mud mask. Your mask isn't going to change at all. In fact, you really won't feel anything, but it's doing the work. And I'll tell Anna, you have the recover mask. Yours is going to go from white to a flaky yellow, and it's also going to tighten up. It's going to tighten up. You can't talk, you can't laugh to get the best results, but it's pulling out those wrinkles, and it's going to tighten up on your side of the face. I do this to deal with the objection. The worst thing that can happen is for me to be in presentation mode, and someone goes, what's happening to my face? And they're freaking out. Just tell them first. You know, it's just so much better. Just say, this is what's going to happen, and they never interrupt you. So now everyone knows what's going to happen with their mask. We've got to leave it on for 15 minutes. So I say now, for the next 15 minutes, since your mask has to stay on, I'm going to tell you about our opportunity. So let's pause for a minute, because let's talk about why this is important. Number one, we have the best opportunity in the industry, guys. And the way we get Seacret to where it should be, which is at the top of this industry, we have to tell people how they can make money with us. Now, I know there are other companies out there that never mention opportunity. They just sell lots of products, and they're good with that. But because one of our goals is to help people have the life that they want, to free people from their economic situations that they're in right now, we've got to tell people you can make some money. And I don't believe anyone is against hearing about opportunity and great timing. I think they just want to hear it in a way that makes them feel comfortable. We can do that. So here's the thing. We're going to talk to you about opportunity. And whenever I go into the opportunity, I always say, I've been doing this for a while, and I already know that there's some people who are open to opportunity and there's some who aren't, and that's okay. Why do I say that? Just to let them off the hook. I do not want them to think that I'm going to be upset or trying to hard close them or super sales them. I'm not going to do anything but just tell you about it. And really, it's okay if you're not interested. I'm really cool with that. So now we're all relaxed and we've gotten that out of the way. So I'm going to tell them there are some of you who are open, some who are not. But I'm going to tell you about this opportunity for 3 reasons anyway. And here's why. The first reason is because our timing is absolutely incredible. And we never want anyone to be able to say they weren't at the right place at the right time. You got to tell them about the timing, guys. We're too new for anyone not to hear about it just because you decided they may not be interested. So you tell them. I'm telling you, first reason, because of the timing. The second reason I'm going to tell you is because let's just say it's not for you. Maybe you're not interested in the opportunity. That's okay. But you know someone who is, right? You know someone who may want to change their lives, know someone who's open to an opportunity. So since it's not for you, just take a few minutes and get this information so you could help someone else. People always want to help someone else. They always do. And they don't mind listening. When you've told them it's okay if you don't see it, but hey, maybe you can help a friend, they're relaxed and they're open to getting that. And the third reason I tell people, I say, so the first reason is the timing. The second reason is, so maybe it's not for you, you can help someone else. And because I'm hilarious, I say the third reason is because you can't take your masks off without me. Now, that's just me because I am so hilarious. I know you guys are laughing right now. But the biggest thing is this. I just want to keep it light. You don't have to tell that joke. It may not make you, maybe you're not comfortable doing that. That's okay. Maybe you could just say, hey, I just really want you to hear about it. Or maybe you could just say nothing, the first reason and the second reason. But the truth of the matter is, guys, you got to let them know they're going to hear about it. And here's why it's not wrong. Because there's someone sitting there who can't pay their bills. In this economy, there's someone there who's gotten laid off and they haven't worked for years. There's someone in your living room, someone in your kitchen right now with doing this spa party that says, if I could find something that I could have a great time, help people, and change my life, I'm in. And when you make a decision not to share it with them, you've cheated them and you've cheated Seacret. And so we don't want to do that. If they say yes, great. If they say no, who did we hurt? So let's just make sure we tell them about the opportunity and keep a smile on our face the entire time. So when we go through the opportunity, we tell them there are multiple ways to get paid. Follow the bullets because you're going to expound on each one briefly. Now, in this time, guys, when we share the opportunity, we're only doing it in 15 minutes. You do not change who you are, okay? You don't go from being Tiffany the jelly maker, I'm just your friend, to now I'm Tiffany super salesperson. Don't do it. That's what freaks them out. That's why everyone doesn't like the industry. What you want to do is just stay yourself. Just say, this is who I was when I did the product. This is who I am with the opportunity. Please don't feel you have to do industry jargon. Never do it. Don't do lingo, and don't become someone else. That's not who your friends want. Remember, they're asking themselves, can I do this? Do I want to do this with my friends, family members, and neighbors, and do I have time? The comp plan is supposed to be done in 15 minutes. How do you time yourself? Watch the masks. We know that the masks dry in somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes. Don't pull out a timer. Don't say, everyone time me. You don't want them watching the clock. You want them watching you. So just watch the mask. Let them know I'm going to do this while the masks are on and get through it quickly. So it's just an overview. They're never going to explain the entire compensation plan before they join Seacret. In fact, the only way to really understand the comp plan is to work it. So just give them an overview so they can see that it could be lucrative for their lives. First one is product sales. I follow the bullets. I do like to point out that there are 3 ways to earn through retail, and I let them know the first way is buy wholesale and sell retail. A lot of people are familiar with that. Let them know if that's what they want to do. They can control their commission, make lots of money. The second way is to fax in the order forms to Seacret. Now, I really point this out because I tell them, you know, I travel a lot. My lifestyle doesn't allow me to have lots of inventory in the trunk of my car or in my garage. That's not exactly how I want to build my business. So I only take around what I demonstrate. Works for me, keeps me mobile, but I can send or fax the order form into the company. They fill the order from the North American Distribution Center, send it to the customer for me, alleviate me as the salesperson and, as the middleman, and they deliver it and I still make my money. So this is really, really important to point out. This is the second way they can do it. And the third way is we all get a website, people can order there, and the company will deliver it. Trust me on this. People want to know how they can do this business. Some want to buy up a lot of products and sell it on the spot. Others do not. Remember, deal with the objection before they get a chance to think it. This allows you to do that. Very quickly, we're going to move on to the Preferred Customer Program. I absolutely love the Preferred Customer Program. I do believe it will be the talk of this industry. Go into it. Follow the bullets and, tell them some great things about the free gifts, the birthday gifts, the anniversary gifts, how you can save money. People absolutely love it. And then let's talk about this slide because it's a lot going on here. Would you guys agree with me on that? I don't even make them read that. What I do is I tell them I'm going to draw your attention to this right here. That's all. Just focus on this. And I tell them in this opportunity, we build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. That's all there is to it. And the first goal is to get you to star. 1 person who joins you as an agent on the left and 1 who joins you as an agent on the right. The second goal is to help them do the same. You got 1 on the left and the right, so you can help them do that too, right? And they say yes. And so help them get 1 on the left and right. Now you're a star builder. The third goal is to achieve this here. You and your team together get 25 on each side. And not you by yourself, all of us together can achieve more than we do by ourselves. 25 on each side, you're now a bronze. Now, I'm going to talk about bronze a lot, and I do tell them this because this unlocks more money for you, so I'll spend time on that. But you can go even higher, silver all the way up to crown, but we're going to talk mostly about bronze. And so that's how I do that. If you notice, I said left team and right team, not left leg, left, right leg. I didn't say binary. You won't hear me say those words. That's industry jargon. It means nothing to a guest, okay? Means nothing to a guest. Even if they've been in the industry before and they're seasoned network marketer or direct seller, if you will, they will still appreciate the simplicity of it, and then you can fill in the blanks later. So we've done that. Let's keep going. Time to talk about enroll for, pay no more. This is huge, guys, because it applies to everyone in the room. Maybe you don't see yourself doing what I do. Maybe you don't want to be a secret agent. I always say, I don't know why, but if you don't, that's great, because you can earn free product just for spreading the word about these great products you've experienced today. And so now I've let them know you could get product for free, or you can make money selling products, because that's what I just shared with them with the product sales slide. But the truth of the matter is you got to go through this, show them how much money they save, but also let them know enroll for, pay no more is the way to go no matter what you want to do with Seacret after we finish here. Get some free products, okay? So follow that slide and make sure they understand the power of this program. Third way we get paid is team commissions. Now, team commissions here, all we do is build two teams. Remember, a left team and a right team. You notice I'm using my hands. Seems very simple, but it makes a huge difference because you're drawing them in, they like the interaction, but it's also making it where they can follow you. And so a left team and a right team, or team 1 and team 2, as this slide says. So I'm going to tell them that in this slide, what I do is I say, let's just imagine this was your team here. And team 1 does 1,000 in volume. I say volume, not BV. Who knows what that means? You know, not PV, not TPV, not binary, not legs. Don't freak them out. Remember, that's what scares people away from the industry. It's not us, it's the way we do it. It's not secret, it's the way we do it. So let's just make sure team 1 does 1,000 in volume. Simple for them to understand. Team 2, let's say, does 3,000 in volume. This is your team. Remember, if you're a bronze, 25 on each side, you're going to get 15% on the volume of the lesser side. So you're going to make $150 in a month, in a week. You can make more than that in a day. We have people who are doing that. The reason why I say that is so people, wherever they want to make money, they can see that it's there for them. And so now I tell them that you can make money on the lesser side, 15% if you're a bronze. Now this is really important because the next part, because people are going to ask the question in their minds, why don't I get paid on both sides? Because honestly, that's what I asked when I saw this compensation plan 15 months ago. So I just answer that for them. Remember, deal with the objection before it could come up. So I say, you may be asking yourself the question I asked myself 15 months ago. Why don't I get paid on the volume of both sides? Now, you don't have to do it this way, but this is the simplest way I've learned to explain it. This is a very aggressive compensation plan. This diagram shows 8 people, but very quickly it could become 80, 800, 8,000, 80,000. And the company pays infinitely in depth, meaning you can get paid on people you don't know thousands of levels deep. If you have 80,000 people in your organization, you could actually get paid on 79,662. And that's what I say, just so they can get an idea, whoa, this thing can get really big. And I say, but if the company paid infinitely in depth and they paid on the volume on both sides, the math doesn't work for the longevity of the company. So in this one income stream, you get paid on the volume of the lesser side, whichever one it is. And then I tell them, unfortunately, there's also a cap on how much you can earn in this income stream. You can never earn more than $25,000 per week in this one income stream. And people look at me and go, aw, and it's funny, and we keep right on going. The fourth income stream is the leadership match bonus. And here, what I'm really trying to do is give them a visual of what happens when they achieve success and help someone else achieve success. Now, of course, follow the bullets, and as you can see here, it emphasizes once you're bronze. So I'm going to say once you're bronze, remember that's 25 on each side, on the left team and the right team, you qualify for leadership match. Now, I'm going to let them know by doing this. Let's just say James is a secret agent, and James has worked his way to bronze, 25 on each side. He introduces Tiffany. Tiffany is a brand new agent that James gets plugged in, helps do spa parties, works the Seacret system, and now she has gone bronze, 25 agents on each side. I will then say James has now unlocked leadership match. And I'll say this 20% match, can you see that there? Now James is going to get a 20% dollar for dollar match on Tiffany's team commissions. So if Tiffany makes 1,000, James is going to make 200. Tiffany makes 10,000, James makes 2,000. Well, you guys get the picture. And that's basically it. It's simple for them to see. They get it. I've got to go bronze, help someone else go bronze. I make 20% match on their team commissions. Very easy, nothing complicated. I let them know that this is unlimited, how much they can earn, and James can introduce 1 of me, 5 of me, 10 of me, 1,000 people he can introduce and get them to bronze the way he got to bronze, and James can make 20% match on their team commission. Great leveraged income, great passive income. Now, I'll be honest, I don't really go into all of this here because really all I say is, and as you increase in rank, you will actually make more money on more people that you're helping have success. Remember, we're just giving an overview here. We don't want their head about to explode with lots of numbers and industry jargon. We just want them to get the picture. I get in and I go bronze. I help some other people go bronze. More money for me because they're making more money as well. I'll even say on this slide, what I love about Seacret is that we don't win unless we help you win. So they get an idea that's what we're all doing here. And then lastly, performance bonuses. And this is a very brief slide. I explained the one-time rank advancement bonus. Remember, if you go star, 1 on the left and right, you get $15 in addition to the other income streams that we have. An extra $15. And I will say, okay, $15 isn't going to make us rich. I know that. But if you were doing your laundry and you found an extra $15 in a pocket that you had forgotten about, would that not make your day? Maybe even make your week. And everyone starts smiling because you love a little extra, right? So that's exactly what it is. And then I'll share with them all the way to bronze 125, 1,000 at silver, all the way up. I let them know that it's a one-time cash bonus that the company pays right there on the spot. Because really, guys, other companies are paying it out over a year, 2 years, even 4 years. Our company is paying it out at one time. Now, I also then go into the monthly car bonus, and I let them know that our car bonus program is called the Drive Your Dream incentive program with the emphasis on your. And here's what I say to them. I say most companies like ours in this industry, when they get a car bonus program, they dictate the car you have to drive. Once you qualify at that position, they tell you you have to drive a white BMW, a white Lexus, a black Mercedes-Benz, or a pink Cadillac. Our company believes in true freedom, all right? And so they know you didn't join this opportunity for someone to tell you yet again what to do, especially not what to drive. So that's why we have the Drive Your Dream car incentive program. Whatever car you want to drive, once you hit silver, 100 on each side of your organization, you decide what car you want to drive. Maybe you want a Prius because you want to save the earth. They say use your $600 a month towards a Prius. Maybe you want a new motorcycle. Use it for that. Maybe you want to buy your kids a car. Use it for that. Maybe you say, you know what? I don't even want to buy a new car. I just want to pay off the one I have. More of us should be doing that in this economy, right? But if that's what you want to do, the company's not mad at you. We want you to drive your dream. If it's about getting out of debt, if it's about sending your kid to a better school, or just putting away for retirement, it's your dream, and we want you to drive it. And once you hit silver, 100 on each side, you start getting $600 per month, all the way up to $3,000 a month, depending on your rank. And then I tell them, and then on top of that, we have a lifestyle bonus. So once you go gold, $250 on each side, that's just more money that's added to all the different ways we get paid. So then I tell them, so what we have here is multiple income streams in one opportunity. Then I'll go to the timing. And that was all done in under 15 minutes. And then I go to the timing, and I'll say, you know, we really want you to hear about Seacret because of the incredible timing that we have here. I learned a long time ago that the T in timing is more important than the T in talent any day. And that's why I'm a jelly maker, and I get a chance to position myself with this great company. You should be honest about it as well. You should say, look, my husband was a janitor, so he says I'm just a janitor, but I get a chance to position myself with this great company. So let them know it's great, the timing is awesome, and what you want to do to take advantage of where we're going, follow the bullets and position yourself. So emphasize that, but guess what? Now you're done with the compensation plan. And then you're going to tell them now it's time to remove the masks, love the results, and finish the regimen. We're going to stay on this slide for a minute because now it's time to remove the masks. Now here's the reason why we waited to do the serum, the eye treatment, the moisturizer, because this is where their excitement is going way up. They heard the opportunity, everyone's intrigued, whether they decide to do it or not, they got it. And we told them that's why we're going to share it with you. But now we're going to take off the mask, and this is what they want to see. Now me, myself, I start with the magnetic mask because remember, I have at least one person in the room that got the magnetic mask. Here's where I will actually have them, I'll either go to them if it's a smaller room, or I'll have them stand up next to me if it's a larger room. And I'll tell them, remember, this was the M4 magnetic mud mask, and this mask, remember, it's powered by biomagnetism. For that reason, it's not removed with water, it's removed with a magnet. And I will hold up the magnet and everyone goes, what? Whoa, I can't believe it. Because it's the coolest thing you've ever seen, right? So don't tell them before the mask comes off, tell them right before they put it on, tell them right before the mask comes off. Because it's like a magic trick. I mean, don't give away your punchline. And so really what we've got here is to take off the mask. This is the third time that I will touch someone, okay? I touch someone with the buffer, I'll touch someone with the recover mask when I put it on and take it off, and then I touch someone to demonstrate one magnetic mud mask. Remember, why am I only doing this and why am I emphasizing this? Because people need to know that they can do it too. If they see us doing a lot of touching and applying, a lot of people are going to be like, that's not me, can't do it. A lot of men, and we want men in our team, and a lot of women, because they just don't want to take that much time. So we need to make sure they understand it's very minimal. Our interaction, they do most of the work themselves. So we take off the magnet, blow everybody's mind, show the results. Now it's time for everyone to remove their own masks. I do encourage you to have extra magnets, so you could give people a magnet, and then they can take it off themselves, so they can see it. Then you provide the bowls of warm water for the people with the mineral-rich mud mask, so they can take it off. I always educate them that they can do a light exfoliation by pushing it off their skin, and then take the bowl of water with the washcloth and rinse off the rest. Everyone's working now. They're taking off masks and they're doing what they have to do, and I'm now going to go and take off the recover mask on my one recover magnet. I remove this mask. If you notice, I have everyone still at the table with me. They're taking off masks with water at the table. I'm removing the recover right there in the room. The last thing you want to do, guys, is have people running to the restroom, running to the bathroom or the kitchen sink to remove masks. Because trust me, if they leave, they won't come back. Not because it's not good, but because they get distracted. You are doing business here. You got to keep them at the table, okay? And so now I take off the recover. This is my final wow. Everyone's masks are off. They're oohing and ahhing, checking out the results. Point out some things. Show them how great they look. Compliment them. Let them see what's going on. And then say for our final, I would love to share with you guys the results of the recover mask. Before and after pictures have been taken, but just them standing right in front of you, everyone can't believe it. I've even gotten rounds of applause and standing ovations for the result of a recover mask and a spa party. Yours will be just as awesome. So now that we've done that, it's time to finish the regimen. So now is when I will take out the eye treatment. Remember, you guys were educated on the eye treatment, what it does. Now you're going to apply the eye treatment. Show them each how to do that. Quickly get the eye treatment done. Now it's time to do the serum. Remember the serum? It's the water for your face, right? So everyone passes out the serum. Get that done. The moisturizer, food for your face, everyone's done. Now we've completed the regimen. From the time we finish the compensation plan to the time the regimen is complete, it's less than 5 to 7 minutes. And that's why we do it at the end the way we do. That's why we don't demonstrate it, and that's why we don't take the serum, the moisturizer, and the eye treatment slide after the comp plan. Because quite honestly, guys, when people take the masks off, their energy is up to here. When we go back into presentation mode, it slowly goes back down to here and here and here. The last thing you want is to try to pick someone else's energy up when you're trying to wrap up your spa party. So we take the mask off, finish the regimen, and guess what it's time to do now? It's time to wrap up. We're going to tell them that there are 2 types of people. So listen to me, guys. There are only 2 types of people at a spa party. The first person is going to become a preferred customer and buy products. The second person is going to become an agent and sell products. There are only 2 types of people. Everybody wants Seacret. And as the expert at a spa party, so if I'm doing a spa party for James, I'm going to say this on James's behalf. I'm going to talk to his guests and I'm going to say, You may be the first person and you may not see an opportunity for yourself. Thanks so much for coming to James's spa party and supporting the launch of his business. But I'm going to ask you to support James's business, all right? I'm going to just ask you to do that. It amazes me, and this is what I say, it amazes me how people will support a complete stranger but won't help their friends, family members, and neighbors. Even if you don't see your dreams coming true with Seacret, at least be a part of James's dreams coming true with Seacret. I know you saw products that you love. We're going to help you take those home today. Now, if you're the second person, you said, I want to make some money. And if you're that person, we're not going to help you just launch your business. We're going to help you launch the rest of your life. This slide I'll flip to, but I don't go into the detail here. It's a lot of words, a lot of lingo, a lot going on. It's also on their application. So what I'm going to do is just let them know that they can get their future started. Thanks so much. And now we're going to share with you the paperwork. So when you do the paperwork, you're going to follow your expert. When your expert says, now we're going to pass out the paperwork, that's what you do. Your paperwork goes out like this, guys. It goes out with agent form on top, preferred customer form on the bottom, and the pin on top with it clicked. Here's why. Number one, really, you don't have a whole lot of time. You have a window of time, really, where people's excitement is still high and they want to get these products. The longer you take, the lower their excitement, the more they have to think about things, and then they may delay making a decision with you. So you want to have it efficient moving forward. So you want to pass it out like this. Why do I only do agent form and preferred customer? Because everyone needs to hear about the agent form. Everyone needs to see it, even if whether they're open or not. And then everyone also needs to see the preferred customer form. If I do the retail form, okay, if they want retail, I can do that on the back of the preferred customer form. I only do 2 forms because I don't want to confuse them. The more paperwork you put out there, the harder it is for them to make a decision. The other reason I don't put other things like brochures, catalogs, business cards, it makes them feel like they need to take something home to decide. They've seen enough. Their face is beautiful on one half. Let's make a decision right now, okay? So this is why we do this. So now we've got the paperwork. The pin is on top. When it comes out, I had these set up before my spa party started, okay? So this is already done. I pass it to Joe. I pass it to Anna. I pass it to James. I pass it to everyone just like this. They now have to take the paperwork in their hands, and for them to really see what's going on, what do they have to do? They have to remove the pin. And you know why that's important? Because I want that pen in their hand. When the pen is in their hand, the likelihood of them writing goes up. Okay? That's just all there is to it. You want the pen in their hand. So you always put it here. Okay? So now the pen is here. It's comfortable. It'll stay there. Now, when I sit down next to James, and James has taken a look at everything, trust me, guys, I've seen people who didn't smile throughout an entire presentation and loved it. All right? Don't worry about how you think they look or feel or what you think is going on in their heads. You only ask 2 questions. I sit next to James and I say, James, what did you like best about what you saw? That's what I'm always going to ask. What did you like best about what you saw? Not what did you think? Do you want to buy? James, what did you like best about what you saw? With a smile on your face. I ask a positive question so he can give me only a positive response. James says to me, let's just say, I liked everything. Great. The second question I always ask is, did you see an opportunity for yourself? Now, I don't care if James fell asleep during my presentation, which won't happen, by the way. I still always ask 2 questions. What did you like best about what you saw? And great, did you see an opportunity for yourself? Because we get what we focus on. If I don't ask, I never know. And a lot of people aren't asking if a person wants an opportunity, so they never find out. Trust me, most people aren't going to run to you and say, I want to do what you're doing. Can I make money? That's why we share the opportunity. Okay? There are people who would love to make some money, but they won't run to us. We've got to ask the question. So the question is, what did you like best about what you saw? Great. Did you see an opportunity for yourself? Doesn't matter what they say. What did you like best about what you saw? Nothing really. Great. Did you see an opportunity for yourself? It's okay. Let them say yes or no to you. My dad used to say they can't kill you and they can't eat you. Nothing's going to happen if they say no. They just said no. So let's just say James said, yes, I see an opportunity. Guess what Tiffany's going to do? Awesome. I'm going to show them how to fill out the agent application. Okay? 49, show him the importance of packages. People want to be led, guys. They want you to guide them in their decision. So I'm going to show him you need a package so you can do exactly what Joe here did at his spa party, okay? It's hard to do business in Seacret without products. So I show them that each one is different, give him the benefits, and then I ask him, which package works best for you, James? And that's what I'm going to do. Which package works best for you? And I'm going to let him tell me. And then I'm going to tell him, great, now check it and then fill this out. I'm not going to go into a tutorial about first agent, first preferred customer. I want to know what James wants. James says he wants opportunity. Tiffany stops right there. Let's get you on opportunity, James, okay? Now let's just say James says, I say, what'd you like best about what you saw? Well, I really love this mask. It's feeling great on my skin. Awesome. Did you see an opportunity for yourself? No, not for me. Not right now, at least. Okay, great. Thanks, James, for your honesty, or thanks for sharing that with me. So I'm going to show you, James, how you can actually get these products home. Since you love that mask, I'm going to show you how you can get that home. I'm going to go straight to the preferred customer program. Here's my thing, guys. I'm not going to try to force you to do anything. I learned a long time ago that a man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Sure, I might be able to push James and tell him what he's missing out on, and he may do it just to get me out of his face, but I don't want him to have buyer's remorse. I want him to go home and love Seacret, love me, and love his experience. And so what I need to do is make sure that he does what he wants to do. Preferred customer, quickly, take him to the back. Show him what he got so he can start circling. Remember, get the pen moving. Show him what he's used. You use this mask, you use this toner, you use this, just to get the pen moving. Show him now. All of this is about however many dollars. Now, James, wouldn't you love for me to show you how you could save at least 45 to 50% on this? Who's going to say no? He says, of course. Then I take him to the front. This is how you become a preferred customer. Step 1, choose one of these replenishments, James. Step 2 is optional. It's a thank you from the company. You can save lots of money with this one-time buy. Step 3, you can purchase a la carte. So, James, which replenishment would you like to start with? And then he checks, and then I help him fill out. It's that simple. Either that you follow them where they want to go. Don't feel like you have to press anyone to do anything, and definitely don't feel you have to sell anyone on anything. Your products did it for you. And if a person sees opportunity, take them to opportunity. If a person sees products, take them to products. Help them get signed up right then and there. No one goes home and thinks about it. Don't ever say, you can decide later. Hey, people do buy skincare all the time. They know the best when they see it, and you just show them the best. So that's basically your spa party. I hope this has helped you. Make sure you always use your Flipbook, no matter how great you get, because you're going to be great very, very soon. And just understand that people want Seacret. Remember, we're not skincare, we're not network marketing, we're Seacret. We're a breath of fresh air, and you doing this, no matter how uncomfortable you are right now, is just going to bring the best out of you, which is going to bring the best out of others, and it's going to make everyone's life better because of Seacret.